Wrestling fans, we are live. AAW is on YouTube. My name is Tyler Voles, and a familiar voice making an AAW commentary return, Trent Zuberi. Trent.
It's been a while, Tyler. It's been a while. I've given this seat up to the great Kevin Kellum, but it's okay. It's nice to be back.
I didn't know Stained was your favorite band, but, we're going to go with it. It's all right. Action kicking off here in the AAW Women's Division. The relentless one, Ray Larson, taking on the Arachnid Blair Onyx. Ray Larson with the goal behind, pushes her off. Pass through now.
Look at that.
The agility into a schoolgirl.
I got to say, Blair Onyx is probably my most improved player in AAW over the last year.
Oh, she's gotten herself in phenomenal shape. If you follow her on social media, you see it every single day, posting about being in the gym, being in the ring, really becoming a student of the game, and finally coming into her own as an athlete. But the relentless one, Ray Larson, very similar career path as a clothesline now into the cover. Dallas Edwards, count of two. Very similar career path, obviously a little bit further north, up in Michigan. Trained at the House Truth. So she's been around for a little bit. She is picking up some tricks of the trade as she low bridges her right into that second turnbuckle there. But you talk about the AAW Women's Division. Obviously, the former Women's Champion and her issues with her, her boyfriend and all the current stuff that's going on right now. Of course, speaking about Sierra as Ray Larson takes her over with a butterfly suplex. But how about the AAW Women's Champion? Back at Epic, our 24th anniversary event, which you can relive live here on YouTube. We saw Maggie Lee make that very promising first defense of that AAW Women's Championship.
He fought hard, man. From the winning the title to the first defense, Maggie Lee has been one of the most standout performers on the AAW roster. Incredible what she's done. But look at these two. Blair Onyx, Ray Larson.
Ray Larson, obviously, we're not used to seeing her, take these shortcuts, so to say, but choking her on that second rope, and now peppering her with a forearm in the corner.
Tyler, she's trained by Truth Martini. We know Truth Martini. He's been here. He was here a long time ago. If she's trained by Truth Martini, I'm not surprised by the shortcuts whatsoever.
None whatsoever as Blair Onyx gets that boot up, stunning the relentless one, sending her across the ring. Ray Larson, though, shaking it off, charges in. Onyx able to evade the splash, but not able to get out of the way of that forearm strike.
Is this a horror movie or a wrestling match, Tyler Bolt? I don't know. Blair Onyx kind of freaking me out a little bit.
Onyx floats over the top, takes her off of her feet with a clothesline. And you got to think, both these athletes, they know that AAW Women's Championship picture wide open right now.
Totally open.
And you never know. Modified DDT there. Blair Onyx with the cover only gets a count of two. April 12th, we're back here at the Berwyn Eagles Club.
Yes, sir.
Ring of Fire 3.
The Ring of Fire shows have historically been very memorable, especially in the Berwyn area. We have the Berwyn Fire Department as a big part of it. They are partners with us for those Ring of Fire shows. We have a blast. Those are fun shows to be at.
Oh, Ray Larson disorients the eyes and catches her with a boot, but again, Onyx able to withstand the onslaught. And, it's one of those weird athletes. They get hit and they somehow are able to come back from it into another DDT. She calls that the spider bite DDT. She's caught in the web, and that's going to do it. Blair Onyx victorious here on Alive.
In 3 minutes, 18 seconds, your winner, the Arachnid, Blair Onyx.
So here I am, Zeke the Freak doing his job, beating up little dumb doofuses, and then Solomon Tupu comes in and wants to get in my business. Hey-o, what is it? The hero always comes when the ass whooping is done. What, you want to be the hero now, Solomon? Is that what you want to do? Let me tell ya, Zeke the Freak is going to take over AAW, and it's going to start with you. Hey-o! AAW. Today, I earned my flowers. They were brought to me by Ace Perry, but tonight, he ended up on the floor, and I ended up with my hand raised. I may have blood and sweat in the taste of my mouth, but hay otra cosa. There's another thing that I gotta taste my mouth for, and that is AAW Gold. I've worked my ass off to get here. I've trabajado un chingo para llegar aquí. And I ain't gonna stop until my face is on an AAW banner and there's gold around my waist.
Another month, another show. My tag partners screw me out of tag team gold. Now, Russ, Shaft, this ain't the bull that happened tonight. Next month, month after that, I will get them tag team titles.
Move out of my way.
Who the you talking to, huh?
You know what? You should have won those tag belts.
Oh, yeah?
But you're a real idiot for picking that partner.
You know, I ain't ever hit a woman, but I will say.
No. Hey, no, screw this. You get in the back. No, we're not doing this. Joey, get in the back. No, we gotta talk. Come on, come on.
You better bark.
Tag team action getting underway here on AAW Live. Familiar faces in twist and flip on one side of the ring, and on the other side of the ring, we have a man that we've seen a few times standing on the apron there in John Bonhart. But then standing in the ring right now, he calls himself the feature attraction, all the way from Paris, France. David Rattel.
David Rattel. I'm trying to picture where I've seen this guy before. It might have been a 70s music video. But listen, Tyler, I got to say something. Don't tell Shaft and Russ Jones, the Hellhounds, Twist and Flip is my favorite AAW tag team.
Oh,
they truly are.
You're on record saying that.
It's on here, it's on tape. But I love these two guys.
David Rattel thinking better of it, making the tag. John Bonhart now the legal man. And obviously Bonhart, you can tell by looking at him, very lengthy. If he uses those limbs to his advantage, he's going to have what is called a built-in competitive advantage.
Absolutely.
Over pretty much anybody that he's in the ring with. He stands 6'5", 6'6". You don't see a lot of lengthy athletes like that on the indies. Bonhart hits the ropes and taking Nate Cobain off of his feet with a shoulder tackle. Cobain kips back up, right into a drop kick, sending him reeling into the far corner.
Cobain's a tough kid. I've seen this kid deadlift 700 pounds. He is a tough guy.
Oh, clothesline in the corner, and now the tag made. Darren Fly with an enziguri to the back of the head. They trip him up. Tag team acumen by Twist and Flip, paying dividends here. And as you see right there again, Cobain made a legal tag. These two men, they're gaining the experience, and good God.
Whatever built-in advantage he had.
2 boots to the mush, and that's going to do it. Brian Allen, no. Count at 2.
Whatever built-in advantage Bonhart had is gone, I think, with that kick to the face.
Now just absolutely stumbles him. I think you're going to be able to pluck some of those beard hairs out of the boots of Nate Cobain. Chop to the chest into a tilt-a-whirl, catches him.
Tyler, very distracted by David Rattel on the apron here.
God, Bonhart takes him down, suplex, center ring, now going for a quick lateral press. Only able to get the count at 2, and small details. Bonhart had him right where he wanted him, disoriented him. You got to hook the leg on the cover like that. You can't underestimate your opponent. Much to your point about Nate Cobain, he's a smaller guy in stature, but he's as strong and as powerful as they come.
He's one of the strongest in the locker room, believe it or not. You got to see this guy in the gym. He's incredible. Bonhart's underestimating him. He doesn't know what he's got to win with him.
Bonhart, innovative superplex into a bridge.
Great bridge by Bonhart.
Fisherman suplex, not able to get it done, but what I liked there was, it was a combination of offense. It was catching the wrist, it was throwing that knee, and then it was taking him over with that fisherman suplex. You figure out new ways to develop old tricks. That's how you score a victory.
Absolutely.
That's how you get your name out there. That's how you get noticed here in AAW, and that's how you graduate from Alive.
Look at this. Hold on, look at this. Look at what is he right there. Look at this. I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Rattel and Bonhart, taking some shortcuts, but hey, at the end of the day, wins and losses matter.
That's all.
Not how you get there. And much to my point that I was about to make, think about the athletes that we've seen graduate from AAW Alive onto the main show. We're talking about our AAW champion.
Our champion himself.
The swag champ himself, Ren Jones. And he's going to be in action April 12th at the Berwyn Eagles Club.
He's back
at Ring of Fire. And tag team specialists here running rampant all over AAW. Obviously, we see Shaft and Russ Jones running roughshod all over that tag team division. The Dub Club, Damian Chambers, Crash Jackson, Aaron Roberts, and apparently Starman Harley Rock. I don't think that alliance is going to be too long lasting after what we saw back at Epic, but
Yeah, there's stranger things that happen around here, Tyler. Hey, let's knock the guy out.
Rattel with a headbutt right to the chest. Speaking of the action that, we saw back at Epic, we got to turn our attention back to the action here at hand. Ripcord into a neckbreaker. The feature attraction with a cover. And only able to get the count at 2.
I kind of like Rattel. I don't know what it is about the guy. Something about him is appealing to me. Maybe it's the sneakiness. Maybe it's the cutthroatiness. Maybe it's the hair.
I definitely think it's the hair,
Probably the hair.
You guys both have beautiful, beautiful, luscious locks.
Thank you, Tyler.
I myself, not blessed in that department. Blessed with the best beard in broadcasting.
You do the best beard in broadcasting. The hair, I don't know.
Oh, jumping knee strike from Darren Fly and a combination of offense. And much like we spoke about with Blair Onyx, taking, that training to the next level. If you follow Darren Fly as he goes for the cover, Brian Allen with the count. Bonart breaks it up at the last second. You follow Darren Fly on his social media channels.
Absolutely.
He's taken some tips from men like Silas Young. Obviously, his trainer Isaiah Moore.
He's in the gym every day. I see him and his partner are in the gym all the time. These guys are training. They're in the ring. They're going over things with their trainer. Oh, it's showing here. It is absolutely proven here.
And tag team strikes. Coming to the aid there. Step up. Enzo Curry to the back of the head. Fly catches him. Pops him up. Into Arana. Takes him down. Bonart sent to the unforgiving ring apron. Keep your eyes on Cobain.
Look at that.
Slingshot drop kick. Puts him down. And now Dave Rattel. Oh. Eats a soul butt into a knee strike. Combination of offense from Twisted Flip puts him down.
Yeah, I love how Twisted Flip basically finished.
Oh, and I love that, the ring positioning. Realizing he was close to the ropes, pulling him out to center ring. And you know what this means? Oh, flippy cup from Twisted Flip, and that's going to do it.
There we are.
5 minutes, 36 seconds. Your winners, Darren Fry, Nate Cobain, Twist, and Flip.
Twisted Flip picking up yet again another victory in the AAW Tag Team Division, and you got to think they got their eyes set on all challengers.
My favorite tag team in AAW. Bottom line.
God damn it, Donovan! Damn it, Donovan! That wasn't my fault. I didn't lose out there. Chuck's lose. This is all Chucky's fault. Chucky's fault, right? Chucky's fault, right? Say it.
Joe.
Say it.
Joe.
Chuck's fault.
Joe.
What? What?
Chuck couldn't be here tonight.
Oh, Chuck couldn't be here tonight. What's more important than the Heritage title? What's more important than Joe Alonzo, huh? What's more important? What's more important?
His son's in the hospital right now,
Oh, his son's in the hospital. Whoa, big whoop. Are you surprised? That's what happens. That's what happens. It's not my fault that Chuck and his wife decided to do drugs when they had their child. What about Joe Alonzo? What about my title? I didn't lose this. I didn't lose tonight. Joe Alonzo did not lose the AAW Heritage title tonight. Chuck Smooth lost the title tonight.
Hey, it's all right.
Cameraman, what did I say when I said it? It's been big match after big match. Josh Alexander, Stallion Rogers, hell, even, what's his name? Cappuccino Jones. And now, tonight, the last real man. And Silas, I told you, I respect everything you've done. Hell, I respect the foundation you laid down here at AAW. But it's not about the past anymore. It's about the future. And you're looking at it. The future's here. The future's now. And he is the human highlight.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
That beer
Fucking
helping?
building doesn't have ultras. Arms killing me.
Is that helping? Taking off the pain? I got a better idea. Next month, you don't gotta be here, dude. Go home. Take some rest. Ice that up. I don't know what the hell type of medicine they have nowadays, but whatever it is, use it. Get yourself healthy, because I need you back here, because those motherfuckers out there, they have our number. They have our number. They know what they're doing. I know we were that close, but they know what they're doing. They've been doing this a long time. They've been f***ing people off for a long time. So we got to be at our A game, and the only way we're going to get our A game is if you're better. You need to be 100%. I'm not going to tell you to take time off. I'm going to ask you as your friend, take some time off. I'll hold camp while you're gone. Deal?
May.
See you in May?
Whatever kind of match they want to give us.
Okay.
I don't care if
I
it's
promise.
fans bring the weapons, last man standing, double, dog collar,
I love it. I love it.
whatever it is.
I'm there, as long as you're healthy. Deal? Go.
action on main event on Alive, and Surge, Holdcraft, and Kane wasting no time taking the action to Grayson, Jack Valor, and Chico Suave as Gunnar Kane just sends him ass over tea kettle, and a pounce!
You think he's a Monty Brown fan? Look at that pounce.
Period.
These guys are smart.
Surge.
They're smart, Tyler. They went right after him. No posing, nothing fancy. Go right after him. Take him out.
Absolutely, and all three of them playing to their strengths, their individual strengths. Obviously, Hunter Holdcraft, amateur standout. Gunnar Kane, just a mean dude. And Eric Surge with the power and the strength and the pounce.
The pounce. Can't forget the pounce. The pounce is what he's got.
3 Ps.
That was smart. That was good.
Preparation, power, pounce.
I like it.
Eric Surge.
They took the attack right to him. Nothing fancy. Not waiting for anybody to pose. Not waiting for anybody to get their cheers in. No, they didn't care. They went right after him.
And and these, the three men on the corner facing us. We're talking about Surge, Kane, and Hunter Holdcraft. You got to think they heard that reaction that all three of these men got coming through the curtain, and it pissed them off a little bit.
Absolutely.
It sent them into a tizzy, if you will.
Like you said earlier, Tyler, Alive is the graduation stage for the main show. Oh, you prove yourself here, you get up there, and that's what these guys are out to do. They want to prove themselves. They're trying to get a spot.
Gunnar Kane with a boot to the elbow, and then dragging Jack Valor into the ring, distracting our senior official, as now Eddie Grayson, his tag team partner, in the bad part of town. He's between a bomb and a hype beast.
Referee Derek Martha's got his hands full with this one. These guys are not listening to him. They don't want to hear it. They don't have no respect for authority here whatsoever.
You talk about people that had their hands full. Back at AAW Epic, we had that Mexican death match. Rafael Quintero, Ace Perry, you didn't know what was going to happen, but we did see some absolute carnage and mayhem here in the Berlin Eagles Club on that night.
I'm kind of scarred from it, to be honest. I don't know what I saw. It was definitely something that you were left with something after that match, and I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over.
I don't think so either. Not by a long shot. It may be an end to the chapter, but I don't know if that storybook is completely closed.
Exactly.
Oh my God! Eric Surge pulling Eddie Grayson back up to his feet, but eats a strike for his troubles.
Surge is a powerful guy. He was here for the Matt Riddle seminar we did. Riddle even said, he's like, this guy's got something. He's strong. He's big.
Oh! And another athlete that impressed at that seminar was Jack Valor. No stranger here on AAW Alive, as he gets springboarded off that second rope into a Rana, but Surge has that X factor, that raw power, and he power bombs him into the other man. Good God.
Tyler Volz, what is a hype beast, if you were to define it?
A picture of him painted in the dictionary.
All right, we'll go with that.
Oh, but Jack Valor, able to somehow, some way.
The sheer size difference between these two. But Valor's trying. It's not like he's not trying, but you're no match for Surge. Look at the power.
And Surge, he has the power, but also just the speed and the quickness on that suplex, putting him down with such efficiency, such precision. As now the hype beast, a man that's all about precision, all about efficiency, a amateur wrestling standout, Hunter Holdcraft, the legal man, power slam takes him up and over. Now going for a cover, hooks the leg.
You could tell Holdcraft, Surge. These guys are all they're students of the game. They're studying the guys they like. Look at that power slam. I thought Davey Boy Smith off that one.
Straps come down. It's time for danger.
That's it. If this was Memphis, it'd be out of control right
Waist lock, go behind. And a German suplex puts him down, holds on. Oh,
he didn't get him too strong on that one.
I don't agree with what he did there, though. The referee was down.
He was down the count.
The shoulders were down on the mat. Let the count happen. If he rolls his shoulder off the mat, use your own momentum to hold on to that hold and go for a suplex again. Much like what happened right there.
This is where the inexperience is going to show sometimes. When these guys are still young, they're learning. Stuff like that. Oh, it could be an next.
Valor finds his way out the back door and makes the tag.
Berwin's favorite son, Tyler.
Berwin's favorite son, everybody's best friend, Chico Suave, the legal man. Go behind, wheelbarrow caught.
Look at this. Oh. I haven't seen Chico move this quick in my entire life.
Innovative takeover there by Chico Suave.
Now that's the photo right there. That's a moment.
Oh, and he's...
Is that the got your nose spot?
A simple but effective tilt-a-whirl into a head scissors, and Surge set to the outside, reel in. Chico Suave changing the tide of this contest. Holdcraft, the legal man, charges in. Drop toe hold into the ropes. Gunnar Kane now coming in, clothesline tucked. Chico swing of the hips on that German suplex puts him down. And now keep your eyes. Chico Suave dialing it up.
gotta remember, Tyler, Chico's probably the most experienced one out of all this whole entire group.
And a double team super kick. Holdcraft.
No hesitation with Chico.
Eats the angle slam. Surge trying to come in. Grayson and Valor. Hey!
In 5 minutes, 8 seconds, your winners, Jack Valor, Eddie Grayson, and Chico Suave.
As the trio of Eddie Grayson, Jack Valor, and Chico Suave are victorious here on Alive. We are out of time, fans. We'll see you back here. The Berwyn Eagles Club, April 12th. Tickets available at AAWPro.com. Trent Zuberi. We'll see everybody there.
Boy, did the swag champ get challenged once again. Last show, sellout, main event against Riddle. This show, sellout, main event against To The Moon, Trevor Lee. 2-0 in sellouts when the swag champ in the main event, but who's counting? Boy, did I get challenged tonight. Trevor Lee, you talk all this talk about the WWE or wherever you've been, To The Moon, but now you back in my hood and you saw what happens when you come in my trap. Some of y'all don't know what the trap is, but in the trap, it goes down. This is the gutter. This is the village to where we turn up and we don't turn down. Chi-Town. Now, we got, somebody think he a stallion. Let me tell you something, Curtis. Swag season is among us. Flight to catch. Pick them up, pow. Put you right back down. Swag champ out.
This should be a celebration, but it's not. Now that I have this, there's a locker room full of guys behind this camera saying, why not them? Why this 42-year-old has-been came into our home and took this for himself. Everyone back there, everyone, from the Isaiah Moores to the Quinteros, I challenge every single one of you. Ace Perry, Chico, Tupu, here it is. This isn't an open challenge. This is step up and come take it from me. Show me who you are, because I'm not giving it away easily. As hard as it was to walk in and take this, it's gonna be even harder for you to take it from me. Who's next? Who's last? See you next month.
I don't even know why I came back to this place. I come back, they advertise me. I got fucking people talking while I'm trying to cut a promo. They advertise me. They say Trevor Lee's coming back. I can't even get the respect. They got the lights on me. I can't even get respect. I'm back here changing on the floor again in the Berwyn's Eagles Club. You don't even know where Berwyn is in Chicago. Is this even a town? I lost everything I ever worked for. At 14 years old, I started training to become a professional wrestler. I had this in my blood. This shit is in my blood. My father, who raised me, a solo father, raised me to be a man in this business. I made it out of Cameron, North Carolina. There's only 2 other people in the world that have made it out of Cameron, North Carolina. So you may think it's easy to make it out of Cameron, North Carolina, but let me sit here and tell you, it is not easy to make it out of those cornfields, to make it out of those tobacco fields. I made it to my dream, to W.E. The day I get the call from William Regal that says, Trevor, you don't have to do a tryout. We're going to offer you a contract. Tears poured down my face. I hang up the phone. I call my father, Tracy Cadell. I say, Dad, I was crying so hard. He says, and I'll never forget every word he said. He said, Trevor, what's wrong? Trevor, what is wrong? When I finally had the breath to tell him, I said, Dad, nothing is wrong. I just got a contract to the WWE. And I cried. We cried together. And when I told my father, I love you, and hung up the phone, I didn't know that was going to be the last time that I ever talked to my father. 4 days later, my dad dies of a heart attack. I go to the WWE. I give it my all. I gave it my all. I did the stupid they wanted me to do. I screamed to the moon. Yeah, I made a lot of money doing it. Let me tell you, I made a lot of money. But you know what? I couldn't sit back there at every TV, fly to the show. I couldn't sit back there and see motherfuckers out in that ring that couldn't lace my boots. So I ignored every motherfucker in the back, and I said, when am I going to get my shot? You know what they told me? Trevor, you will always have a job in this business because there are not people like you anymore. There are not guys in this business that are like you anymore that can do anything. And just like that other phone call 4 days later, I get another phone call that devastates me. Hey, Trevor, we got to let you go. 6 years. You finally reach everything you've ever wanted, your only goal. And then you lose it all. And then the only person that raised you isn't there for you anymore. So then you look around and think, am I as good as I say I am? Entertainers like to seem complicated, but we're not complicated. I can explain it pretty easily. Have you ever been to a birthday party for children and one of those children who won't stop screaming because he's just a little attention attractor? Then he grows up to be a comic or actor, and he'll be rewarded for never maturing, for never understanding or learning that every day can't be about you. But AAW, they said the 21st anniversary was going to be about me. They made me believe again. They said, you're coming back, Trevor. Let's put you where you left, in the heavyweight title spot. And then I come out, and half the crowd doesn't even give a They sit there, and I have to beg them to give me the acknowledgement that I want, the attention that I need. But that's okay. I'll win them back. I'll win their hearts back when I win this AAW Heavyweight Championship. I don't know if I can make it back to AAW. Definitely not like this. Can I change? Like, is that the promo you wanted? Thanks. I'd like to get dressed now.